Good day and welcome to your favorite sport program on TV Plus Sport. As usual, today will be an interesting moment on the show as we line up some interesting and trending sport time stories across the globe. I'm Mudashiru Shitu. I'll be your anchor in the next few minutes as I take our mind to some interesting stories. Waiting for me at the other side, my special guest. If you have been a regular viewer of the program, you know who my guest is. But if you're just joining us for the first time, I'll be speaking with Seun Agbabiaka, who is a sport journalist based in Estonia. It's good to have you, Seun Agbabiaka.
Good afternoon. It's good to have you too.
So how is Estonia today?
Well, we're getting to the spring, so the weather is a little bit warm, and we're getting there. We're waiting for the summer.
Okay. Before I go straight to our topic, which is the Premier League, will Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City win that? Is there anything telling you over there in Estonia that the Olympics is close?
Well, yes, because Estonia actually qualified for some of the Olympic events. I think they will be representing, if I'm not mistaken, that should be swimming and some other sports. So obviously, you can see the atmosphere is boiling already for Olympics in France, actually. Yeah.
Okay, definitely. So we'll go straight to our first topic today. It's something that a lot of people have been talking about. Is a race, three-man race, Premier League title. Will Arsenal, Liverpool, or Man City win? On the log of the table presently, we have Arsenal, followed by Man City, and before we have Liverpool. But Man City, Arsenal has 29 games that have been played. Liverpool is just 28 games. Seun Agbabiaka, unfortunately, I want people to know that your club is your club in the title contention?
Apparently no, but my club will be playing against Chelsea today. It's going to be a very interesting one.
So yeah, I'm sure you give us the best objectivity as you analyze this, since your club is not there. So what do you think will win the league? It's with 9 games or 8 games to go, but what do you think will happen at the end of the season?
I think currently now it's quite difficult to place anyone to win the league. It's a 3-man horse race. Liverpool, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Man City almost fighting for the Premier League. So obviously, in my own opinion, I think it's going to get to the end of the season to decide who's going to win the league. I believe that both still have to play Manchester United. They can drop a point with that, but I still will say this tournament go to the end of the season. That is if Arsenal does not make their valuable mistake that they are probably used to making when it comes to contending for the race.
Yes, unfortunately that the top 3 are separated by only 1 point. Although Liverpool have a game in hand, and they will return to the log table if they beat Sheffield Wednesday at Anfield. Do you think Liverpool can? Will there be any surprise as we wait for the game between Liverpool and Sheffield Wednesday?
For Liverpool, I think all hands on deck. For Liverpool, getting close to the end of the season, we all know that it's no longer a news that Jurgen Klopp will be leaving at the end of the season. So if there's anything they want to play for, probably it should be for the Premier League. So obviously, I think Liverpool are taking this title one after the other. They're taking the game one after the other. And of course, playing against Sheffield today should be more of a walkover for them as compared to a competition. So I believe that today's match for Liverpool should be an easy win, an easy ride for Liverpool. I don't see Sheffield United being an obstacle to them. Of course, we don't forget that in most of their games, Liverpool have managed to score at least 2 goals in all of their against Sheffield United. So it should be a good solid win for Liverpool if they are in the right form of mind. It should be like a 4-0 match, a very high scoring match for me.
Okay, interesting. And let's not look something more interesting. After the game against Arsenal and Manchester City, Pressman spoke with the Manchester City coach Guardiola, and he said that the first on the log table is always the favourite. That's Arsenal been on the log table as favourite, but you know, Opta is a site or a company dedicated for statistics, and we found out that among the three of them, Arsenal, Manchester City, and Liverpool, Arsenal is still the third favourite. Why? Why is Arsenal still the third favourite, the top of the log table? Though it's going to be dependent on the game against Arsenal and against Liverpool and Sheffield Wednesday. But why is Arsenal still the third favourite despite being top?
Let me be sarcastic a little if you ask me that question. I mean, when last have Arsenal win the Premier League? I can't remember. I mean, Manchester United has obviously won the Premier League last even before Arsenal. The last time Arsenal won the Premier League was during their unbeaten era in the days of Thierry Henry. Children who are born in those periods probably could have been playing football by now. So if Arsenal is not part of the favourites, I won't blame any statistics that shows that. But obviously, Arsenal has, in the past few years, they've been trying since the recruitment of Arteta as Arsenal coach. We've seen most of the valuable changes that he has made. And of course, last season was a close mark. Season before then was also a very good competition. And then this season, I definitely would like to see them win. But obviously, we know that Arsenal are very, very inconsistent when it comes to the second half of the season. And then to win the Premier League, the second half of the season is one of the most major competitions. You have to be able to win all your matches during the second half. And then being at the top of the table, I still feel like it's like sitting on the one chair. Sitting on the one chair, and it's not going to be an easy competition for us now, especially when Man City is behind you and Liverpool, who are obviously very high scoring record currently. So I think Arsenal has a lot to do. If they really need to win the Premier League, they really need to work on their winning spirit of winning every game that they play.
Yeah, and when we look at the features, the remaining features for Arsenal, Arsenal still has Chelsea to play at home and Manchester United to play away. Not forgetting there's also Tottenham away, Wolves away, Aston Villa home. But if you look at the other side, Man City seems not to have any tough opponent. Man City has Crystal Palace, so it's a matter of who's going to blink first. Also, looking at Liverpool still have Manchester United to play away. They also have, I think that's one of the toughest remaining group to play. And these three away league titles, the teams have been separated by only 2 points and towards the end of 38 games. But history has shown that anything can really happen at this stage. But who do you think history will favour in this three-man title race?
Well, over the years, Man City has been the favourite in winning the Premier League. I mean, almost 2 seasons ago is more or less a farmer league for Man City. Guardiola is the top coach. I mean, doing an amazing job for Man City. I mean, he makes the Premier League look worthless when it comes to his managerial position in Man City. But of course, Liverpool gave it a fight some couple of seasons ago, and they were able to snatch the Premier League away from Man City. And I think within that break was the last time anyone who has rivaled Man City would be Leicester City, where they won the Premier League in that sensational win during the likes of Jamie Vardy. But of course, my top favourite, I mean, without any bias, with his current disposition, I believe I will still go for Pep Guardiola. He has a large squad. He still have a large squad, and then playing Pep Guardiola, playing his team is like playing a champion, like playing Real Madrid. So I believe that Pep Guardiola should be ranked first, and then followed by Jurgen Klopp, and of course, who knows, Arteta could actually snatch it away from there. If Arsenal really, really needs to win this Premier League, they really, 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 like I said again, they really need to do well playing from away and then winning their match one after the other.
A fan just commented and said that people are tired of seeing Liverpool, Man City win the league. I mean, what do you think that sentiment should be upheld? Though that's just a choice of a fan, but are you also tired of Man City winning the league? Because some said if it's not Arsenal, then it has to be Liverpool. What's your opinion on that
I think,
comment?
yeah, I think it has been more of the recruitment of the managers and, of course, the owners of different clubs in recent times. I mean, if you look at Manchester United, over the period of 10 years, they spent a lot of billions in trying to recruit great players. Same as Chelsea, they've since the Ukraine war, that they had to lose their big boss. I mean, they spend a lot of money to bring a good team, but those players have not. They haven't really step on in competing for a major competition, and we've seen that's why it looks as if Man City has a lot of cash to spend, and they are getting the quality player. They got Eric Haaland last season, and that was the dynamics. That was the champion. He was the one that brought the Champions League the treble to Man City last season. I mean, the recruitment has favored Man City more than favored the other clubs. So I think that's one of the major reasons why Pep Guardiola is kind of the favorite. And yeah, Liverpool, of course, they have to start from the scratch when they signed Jurgen Klopp, and then same as Arteta, was also doing his best. Don't forget, Tottenham also has also come in, tried at one point to give them a fight, but it didn't work. But as compared to Man City, they've been consistent, not just in the local league, but of course also in international competition. They have been consistent. They were the champions of Champions League last season, and 2 seasons ago they were in the semi-finals where they lost to Real Madrid. So yeah, you can't take it away from Man City now. I think they have the best coach, and if you have the best coach and you have the good scouts to scout great players for you, I think that's what is going to work for you more as compared to Chelsea, Man U, who has not given it a fight. We don't see winning a Premier League as a way of business, and they see only business angle more than focusing on the happiness of the club and, of course, on the happiness of the fans winning the Premier League.
So interesting to also note that many people will expect. But for you, who's your favorite? Your favorite, I think you should have a favorite, because since your main favorite is not in contention, who do you wish should win this season's Premier League?
At this point, a rival to all of them. Liverpool is a bitter rival. Arsenal is also a local rival, and of course, Man City is more of a local rival. So, would I want Man City to win the Premier League? Obviously, no. Did I want Arsenal to win the Premier League? I mean, for the sake of pride and ego, no. Do I still want Liverpool to win the Premier League? Of course, no. I think I don't have a favorite in the 3 of them. Whoever comes champions will be celebrated, and of course, some recent Gary Neville was actually talking about not wanting Liverpool to win the Premier League, because by the time we'll be playing them, we will have to be clapping for them. I mean, the players will have to give them the guard of honor to clap for them. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons. The rival is always there as a fan. I mean, I just have to be objective, but of course, I'm not a favorite of any of them. I mean, I'm a Manchester United to win my blood, but of course, anyone who wins the Premier League for me probably deserve it.
Well said. But now let's take a bit of your mind to I think the game between Chelsea and Manchester United. We know that Manchester United and Chelsea, the Blues are on the 12th position, but they've been consistent in the last 5 games, while the one that is on the 6th is still struggling for consistency. What do you think will happen? Though there's not so much effect on this game. That's the game between Arsenal, the game between Chelsea and Manchester United on the title race. Nothing so much about it. One is on the 6th position, one is on the 12th position, and the one on the 12th position, Chelsea, has been consistent for a while the man on the club in the sixth position has not had that consistency. So what do you think, and I expect objectivity, what would you think will happen to your favorite club as they play today?
Well, I mean, I have not witnessed Chelsea win Manchester United since the last era of Jose Mourinho. I mean, one of the Manchester United player that will be playing today, what's his name? Garnacho. Vivek Garnacho. He was 12 years old the last time Chelsea won Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. So you can imagine he's still a rival, whether it has no effect or not. But of course, Manchester United need to chase Tottenham. I mean, if they want to stay in European competition, they have to at least qualify for Europa Cup. And Chelsea are also trying to lift himself away from the mid-bottom of the table to get to at least top 10. I mean, they are currently sitting at 12th position now. If they have to win Manchester United today, they will be on the same point with Brighton and Juve. And if Manchester United win Chelsea, they will be clinching a little bit with Tottenham. So it's still a good rivals to play. But of course, in my own opinion, I believe Manchester United has what it takes to win Chelsea.
Oh, okay. From a fan perspective or from a neutral perspective, your last.
Oh, well, I mean, from a fan perspective, I will say Manchester United is going to win Chelsea. Of course, Chelsea is not as bad as we think, but of course they have been trying. They are not just getting the results. I mean, some of their fans are already calling for the head of their coach to be sacked. Same as Manchester United, we are also calling for the head of our coach to be sacked. It's not rebuilding anything as far as I'm concerned. I believe that it's just giving a glimpse sometimes, and of course sometimes he probably loses it all. But yeah, so we are waiting to see what the 25% holder will do. I mean, if they are going to allow him to stay for another couple of years, or if they are going to pay him off, because I believe his contract will still extend till 2026. So he still has some couple of years to rebuild. But I don't think the fans are patient enough for him. I mean, right now we need results. He's not getting the result. He wins some matches. He draws so many matches. In fact, Manchester City, Arsenal, and Liverpool, as compared to what they've lost, in total combination, Manchester United has lost almost 12 games this season. That is not a way to compete for any major competition. So, yeah, I mean, the both of them are just, I mean, these are the teams that we grew up to watch. We used to watch back then in rainy days down there when I was still living in Lagos. Really gone thereabout. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about these two teams. They have not given us the best in a couple of years, but I believe Manchester United is in the right step in the right direction with the new recruitment, bringing in new men in suits from Man City, from Newcastle to come and manage the whole affair of the club. So I think Manchester United is in for a fight. And then if they can bring a new manager next season, who probably know what is doing and who can win a title, I think they should actually be competing for this Premier League next season.
Well said. So you want to look at the log table right now. We have Arsenal with 68 points, Liverpool 67 points, Manchester City third position with 67 points. But presently, Liverpool and Manchester City are the same points, but Liverpool just played one game, just played 29 games, while Man City and Arsenal played 30 games. So the next game against Manchester City, Liverpool and Sheffield United will determine whether Arsenal will be top of the log table. So if Liverpool wins, Liverpool with 3 points, Liverpool will be 70th on the log table. And if they draw, that means they're going to be the same tally with Liverpool. So fourth position is Aston Villa, 59 points. Tottenham, fifth position with 57 points. We have Manchester United, your club, is fifth position with 29 games played so far with 48 points. We have West Ham, 45 points, seventh position. Newcastle is eighth position with 44 points. Brighton is 43 position, and at ninth on the log table, Wolves 42 position. So this is all what we'll be expecting today. And how unlucky do you think this is, Agbabiaka, Liverpool and then Sheffield United? Both of them, Liverpool has won the last 6 times between both of them and just conceded once. And the last time Sheffield United defeated Liverpool was in April in Anfield in 1994. When somebody defeated you last in 1994 and you've been winning the person 6 times, just conceded 1 goal, do you think that will change today?
I mean, if it's any other day, I don't think it should be today. I mean, when you are majorly competing against Arsenal and Man City. So, like I said, I think it should be an easy win. They won 3 of their last home games. I mean, Liverpool have won 3 of their last home games. Ahmed Salah has also scored in almost all their home games this season. So obviously, I mean, you have to separate the boys from the men. I think I will probably tell you now that Sheffield United boys as compared to Man City, compared to Liverpool.
But they're down on the log table. Don't you think that to save themselves for further, to go through the relegation process, they will have to believe more better than expected. I mean, down the bottom table.
Probably. I mean, they can fight, but I don't think it's in Anfield. No one wants to go to Anfield. Even the top big clubs don't want to go to Anfield. Anfield is a very noisy place. And of course, and they are chasing after the Premier League. Like I said again, it's going to be a hell of a competition. It has to be a lot of magic and surprise. They have to come with they have to come with something extraordinary to win Liverpool at Anfield today. It's not going to be
Okay. Let me ask you this. What do you think will be, as a writer, so many stories on football and other sports, what do you think would be the best headline? Liverpool, club leaving Liverpool and winning the Premier League. Arsenal winning the Premier League after a very long time. Or Man City just adding up to the trophy they've got in the cabinet. And that actually will cement, though it has done in the past, Guardiola as one of the best ever. So which one do you want to, with more historic, to read as headline? Arteta winning what Wenger could not do for many years, you understand? And club exiting Anfield with the EPL, or Man City winning it, and Guardiola seems to be like the best when it comes to coaching. So what would you like to see?
I think it will be London stand-up, which will be Arsenal winning the Premier League after a long period of time. Almost 20 years in decades, 2 decades, Arsenal winning the Premier League will be an epic. A lot of children and generations born after the Premier League, after they won the Premier League, have not seen Arsenal win the English Premier League. I think it will be one of the best headlines. I mean, pretty historical to see Arsenal win the Premier League. And of course, we'll give it up to that boy, Saka, who has been also fantastic for Arsenal in the past 3 years. And then Gabriel Jesus, of course, coming from Man City, will also be a top headline for Arsenal. So I think Arsenal winning the title race will be the major headline as compared to Man City or Jordan Club leaving the Premier League.
Okay, well said, well said. So we will not go to our next topic of today's program, and that will be who will take African Soul tickets, Nigeria or South